Hi, it's Audrey from the AudreyIsms Motivational and Personal Development Group. Well, how have you been? I haven't seen you for a few days, but I hope that you've been enjoying the videos and you've been sharing them among your friends, your family, and you've been using some of the tips in the videos to be a bit more positive and be more motivated as the days and the months go by. Also, that you've been watching the videos on YouTube as well. And just to let you know that in a few weeks' time, another reminder that I'm going to be hosting some very dynamic motivational workshops. So keep watching. It's going to be worth it. You'll enjoy it. Anyway, today's topic is about knowing thyself. How many of us really know ourselves? You know, sometimes in life, we may put on a facade. Maybe we're putting on a facade for our family, for our friends, maybe even our partners, maybe even our work colleagues. But deep down inside, there's a longing for the real person inside within us, the spiritual person, the depth within us. Never be afraid to show who you are. Never be afraid of that. Know thyself means knowing yourself spiritually, knowing yourself emotionally, and knowing yourself in all forms and fashion. Be not prepared to put up with things that they're not going to edify and not going to uplift you. That is knowing yourself. Knowing yourself is also about eating healthy foods. It's also about choosing what is best for you. Knowing thyself is also about spirituality. Finding the time to spend with you and your God and you and your spiritual self. That is knowing yourself. Knowing yourself also is about just being open and listening to others needs, not only just our needs, but also listening to other people's needs. What is it in our lives that maybe certain things are not working out? That maybe there are certain voices within us. Spirit is telling us certain things, but we're not listening. Maybe we should just sit down and listen to that still voice. Listen to that still voice within us. The still voice is probably telling us maybe sometime to slow down. Telling us maybe sit down, maybe read, maybe relax, maybe take it easy, maybe do something creative, maybe a bit more positivity. Listen to that still voice and learn to know thyself. Don't be afraid to want to know who you are, because you've got many beauty and greatness and gifts within you. Know yourself. Knowing yourself isn't walking about being cocky, thinking, I know it all, I'm this and I'm the great I am. That's not knowing yourself. Sometimes knowing yourself or knowing thyself is probably even admitting sometimes that you don't really know something. That maybe sometimes make you, just admitting to not knowing all the answers could be knowing thyself. There are so many things in this life that we may think that we know, and we probably do know through life's experience. But there are also many things to learn as well. If we are open to learning and if we're open to growing. Because sometimes even the hardest battles that we go through, we don't want to go through them. We don't want to go through them. But maybe by going through them, you'll get to learn a bit more about thyself. Then you can actually stand up and tell a next person, hey, I've gone through this experience, so I can help you along the way. Or if I don't know all the answers, I can guide you to somebody else who does know the answers. Knowing thyself is about reclaiming the power within you. Knowing thyself is about living your true passion, living your vision. That's what knowing thyself is all about. All of us are put on this earth for a particular reason. Some of us are put here as teachers. Some of us are put here as artists. Some of us are put here as mothers, fathers, carers. There are many jobs on this earth. Yeah, and there are many, many gifts. And sometimes it just takes a lifetime to realize that you've got such a gift within you. You might have a gift of listening to a person, loving, caring, caressing. All of that is about knowing thyself. Taking the time out. I myself, I'm a survivor of breast cancer, fully cured, full in remission, stronger day by day. And I think by going through that experience with the help of my late mother, friends, family, and so many friends from all walks of life, has helped me to know thyself even more. It's helped me to go to the deepest depths of my life spiritually. I'm telling you. And to go to the crevices. And sometimes that's probably what we're afraid of doing. We don't want to go to the crevices and the depths because it's too hard. And I don't blame you, because sometimes it's painful. But maybe the very thing that we're running from and the very thing that is going to make us is probably the hardest thing that we should step into. Don't be afraid. Step in. Look into yourself more and learn to know thyself that much better. Read books, read spiritual books, the Bible, many things. There are so many sources out there, motivational sources out there, apart from these videos, that can help one to grow. Life experience also is a wonderful journey. Take the time to know thyself so that you can actually stand up and say, yes. You're not going to know everything about yourself, because each day there's always something new to learn. There is always something new to learn. But don't be afraid to learn it. Because out there are so many clues that this Holy Spirit, or you might call it the universe, you might call it so many different things. Yeah? Listen to it and heed to the voice, because it's probably trying to tell you certain things about you and your life. Know thyself. Don't let anybody try to tell you who you are, because you are unique. You are made specially in His image. So learn to know thyself. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope that you've enjoyed the video, and be blessed.